TK. You know, they started to come alive towards the end of that SND. Didn't really look that great in the respawn game of the hardpoint at the beginning. Definitely looking for them to come out better here in this CTF.
Theory tagging up Josh, and look at the swarm of TK players. Pretty decent spawn for a few of the Epsilon guys coming off the respawn, and it looks like they're going to be able to regain control of their base. Madcat shutting it down with Sharpened Theory, taken out by his bow, will now be pushing forward.
That is not a good sign for TK. Madcat keeps shooting like that, and obviously, you know, Swanee, one of the best ARs in the world as well. It's going to be difficult for TK to contend, but they need Looney to really show up big here. Looney, we've seen him put together some massive games before. Never write TK out of anything. A lot of times, they come into an event not really talking about them too much. They're struggling a little bit online before. They always come to events and they put on a show. Definitely could see a Game 5 being forced by TK in this series. They definitely have the mental makeup to do it.
I just remember TK, no one really hyped them up at the start of AW. Came into Columbus at our AW Open and 3-0'd Optic Gaming. I don't think a lot of people remember that because it was just a group play matchup, but these guys are ferocious, they are dangerous, and you see it playing out right here with Looney running the flag. Just one player in position to stop it. If Theory gets this kill, it's going to be a cap, and in fact, it's a cap either way. The stun comes in, but not before Looney gets to the base.
Yeah, and it looked like Epsilon was going to try and set up for a counter cap. They're not able to do so, as you see Theory and Looney picking up kills for TK in that kill feed. Very nice start for Team Kaliber. I thought it was extremely important if they got on the board early first. You're going to see it's going to be Josh trying to pull this one mid-map. It's going to be very difficult to run that one that route. I think if, you know, if you're Epsilon, you can't kind of get a little bit, you know, lackadaisical. You can't kind of run into the base like that, pull those flags down the middle of the map. This is still a series. TK can easily come back. They're one of the best teams in the world. Wouldn't count them out whatsoever.
You know, it kind of looked like he had an opportunity. Tommy picked up a big two-piece of players inside their base, so they knew two were down. Josh was there at the base. He only had to get one kill. Unfortunately for him, Theory was right behind him, and now Theory, moving all around the map, is running a second flag for Kaliber. Going to pick up a one-on-one kill, has player support behind him. This is going to be the second flag for TK in the first 2.5 minutes, but first, that flag needs to get returned. There it is. Theory's going to score 2-0.
Yeah, TK looking strong, playing from that preferred spawn. You know, a lot of the players like to play from that side of the map, really rally up those caps early in the game, and I think TK doing a nice job of that here early against Epsilon. Epsilon just really needs to get control of their base. You see Theory, he's just going to walk straight in. I mean, nobody really rotating back their base for Epsilon. They can't, you know, try and rotate away and, you know, get those flags on the overextension. They're going to have to go solidify their base, or else TK, they're just going to keep rallying these flags, Chris.
Looney's going to protect as Gunjar is going to score 3-0 as Gunjar walks past the flag, has to double back, but is able to put it in. Josh and Madcat still applying pressure on the TK base. So far, they've been very unsuccessful, though. And Matt, I wanted to get your thoughts. Why has TK been able to pull the flag back and put it in, while it looks like this Epsilon squad can't even get the flag out?
Well, Epsilon, they just keep overextending one by one. And on the flip side, because they're overextending, they're having nobody playing defense in their base. So like when you were on with Theory before, we saw him, he just ran straight down poolside, didn't even fight anybody there, ran straight to the flag, didn't fight anybody there, and, you know, his teammates won a few gun battles over in the middle of the map, and he just kind of ran that flag in uncontested. You're going to need better defense out of Epsilon.
Sharp heating up over on the pool rock as well. Such great cover from this rock, a good head glitch. They can just watch the wall of anyone trying to surge on this left side of the map. As you look down low, though, it's going to be Madcat. I think he's the player to take over. He just picked up one kill before being cleaned up, but someone's got to get it going for Epsilon. Down 3-0 in your first 5 minutes. The game's not out of your hands, but it's starting to get a little bit scary.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Josh. I mean, 5-13 right now. It seems like he's just focusing too much on going on that overextend, trying to get those flag caps. He's going to pick up 2 kills right there, going a little bit of a streak. But you're going to need to see him play a little bit more of a standard CTF gameplay. I know, rotate back to the flag, work as a team. When he goes on the overextension, it gives his team a disadvantage at their base, and TK taking advantage of that right now.
I got to give props to Looney there for the wiggle he just gave Swanee. Jumping forward, then Exo boosting backwards. Draws Swanee out, wins the one-on-one. Theory's there to back him out after he falls, and there is a 4th cap coming in the last 15 seconds of round number 1. We're going to switch sides and go at it for 5 more minutes, but it is all TK so far here in game number 3. But keep in mind, Epsilon has taken the hard point. They've taken the search. They are 1 game away from winning this match.
Yeah, but that is a dominant performance from TK there in that first half. Epsilon, you need somebody to get going besides Madcat, really. I mean, he's He's at 11 and 12. I wouldn't exactly say he's tearing it up at this point, but the rest of his teammates really need to step it up.
Yeah, -4 from Swanee, -3 from Tommy. Those are the guys I'm looking at right now. And we'll see what can they do here on the second side. Of course, they will have the more preferred side here by our players playing from the top. And really, I think it is going to be Mad Cat. He's the hype man. He's getting these guys pumped up. That search and destroy, the ninja defuse, we heard it from here, him screaming through the booth.
You're going to need the rest of that, Epsilon lineup to pick it up, especially, Swanee. We see Swanee a lot of times lock down this poolside right now, sitting at 8 and 12. An uncharacteristic game from him. Really putting down shots on players in the lobby, not able to finish one off. He's going to take out one right there, and there you see the Swanee that we know, those accurate shots with the PAL. It almost seems like it shoots differently for him than other players. You see, just fires it, and it's just lasers. It does not move.
Remember that time Swanee killed all 4 members of TK in about 7 seconds, and Tommy ran the flag home uncontested?
It just happened.
It was fantastic. Yeah. We are talking about Swanee starting off with just 8 kills, 9 kills coming into the half. He is on point now. 5 kills straight before he falls back to even. Mad Cat applying his pressure will go down. 3 dead for Epsilon. So here is an opportunity for Theory and the rest of the TK guys to get aggressive once again. But Theory, he's banking on his teammates to get those defensive kills. So far, they're trading pretty evenly, but I don't expect him to be able to get this flag home safely yet.
So Theory's going to bring this flag low. He's going to have one fight to win right here. He's going to be able to jump up, turn around, almost was able to take out Josh right there. But you see the flag's going to be run by Tommy. Looks like he was going to try and go low towards his teammates. Would have liked to see him just bring that over towards that poolside. I think poolside definitely the spot you want to run flags on this map.
Yeah, if I'm Epsilon, I'm just saying, Swanee, get on your rock. Just sit there, watch over the pool. If we're able to get into the base, we're pulling it right back to you because his shot is warmed up here on the second side. They're doing much better at the long-range battle fights than they are up close going up against the ASM-1s of TK. And you're seeing Swanee now get aggressive here. Is he going to go for the objective? Not going to work.
See, you'd rather Swanee just stay posted up on that pool ledge and just slay out and just wait for one of his subs or maybe even Mad Cat, who's a more aggressive AR player, to really just push into the base. You don't want to see Swanee, forcing those engagements on the flag. That's really not his style of play. That's not what's going to work for him. I think you need to get those other players, the Tommies and the Joshes, pushed up further, trying to get those flag caps.
Interesting play by Mad Cat. He watched 3 players run by him, didn't shoot the first 2, then went for the kill on Sharp. Will this cost them? Mad Cat only getting 1 kill, his teammates falling, and there is TK putting in their 5th cap. I don't know if that was too much trust in his teammates or what went wrong there for Epsilon, but this game seems to be out of hand. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Unless Epsilon plays perfectly for the rest of this one, TK is going to get their first game in the best of 5.
TK should be able to hold on and take this, barring Epsilon pulling off. It would pretty much be a miracle at this point. 4 flags, it's very difficult to do, especially against a team like TK. And I think, if you're Epsilon, you just kind of focus on that next map coming up next. You want to end this one out strong, though. You don't want to let TK, run the score up.
Right.
That's not something you want to just sit there and play through. Just get your shot going. If you're Josh or Tommy, really, focus on getting your shot going into that next map because you can't afford to give that one away. Then all the momentum goes in TK's favor going into that game 5.
I didn't even notice what they've been doing to poor Josh. 12 and 24.
I think minutes. Josh kind of got wrapped up when they went down early. I think he got wrapped up in too much trying to get that objective done.
Yeah.
And then that's when you see a lot of objective players struggle. When you start to focus too much on getting those flags, getting in the hard point, kind of crazy to say, but you forget about killing people. And obviously, when you don't want to kill people in a shooting game, it's very difficult to have success. So I think Josh got wrapped up too much in trying to get towards the flag, really not, slaying his way towards the flag.
You can see the 2 flags are out. Theory carrying 1, Mad Cat on the other side holding the other, and TK is going to be happy to just sit back for 65 more seconds and let that timer tick down. Mad Cat has brought the flag all the way back into the TK spawn and is chasing Theory.
You needed a miracle. He's trying to make one happen. Mad Cat getting aggressive with the flag. At that point, that's kind of what you needed to do. Josh, he's going to return it. It looks like the flag, though, for TK should be going back to their base. And 40 seconds left, 4 flags. It's kind of impossible, Chris.
Yeah, and actually what we saw TK do right there, they didn't even return their flag.
Yeah.
Just in case Epsilon was in their base again, they're like, no, you can come over here to the terrible part of the map where you have no help.
Right, you can come over here on this head glitch I'm sitting on, try and get the flag back. We're not going to make it easier for you. Mad Cat, he's going to pick up 1 kill in the middle of the map, but right now, No, Epsilon, they just need to throw this one away. Just delete it from your memory and really focus on that next one. For TK, you really need to start riling the troops up. You got a great game out of Sharp. Goon, 22 and 22, better than what he's done in the series so far. And then, Looney, he's coming alive a little bit in respawn game modes. Definitely looking good for TK going into that uplink.
Yeah, if you're TK right here, you got to keep in mind, we win this match, we're basically in.
Yes.
SB's already handed Epsilon a loss. If you hand them a loss as well, you guys are going to be sitting at 2-0, and all you have to do at this point is not lose to the Australian team Integral.
But also, Epsilon's a very strong team. If TK has a chance to kind of knock them out,